mic test. Hello, hello. In 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, this is Rio Maki and welcome to our video podcast. Kung kayo ay bago, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and share para dumami pa ang ating mga followers at dumami ang ating mga pagkakwentuhan dito sa ating video podcast na halo-halo ang ating mga topic. Ayan, medyo nabubulol tayo at inaatake tayo ng ating stuttering mode at sana ay makapag-survive ako sa episode na ito. Ewan ko ba kung bakit. It comes and goes. Sometimes mas relax ako. Sometimes medyo mas nauutol ako. Siguro dahil nakadalawang kape na ako this day. Actually, last time na-mention ko na minsan na ako magkape. Pero minsan bigla ako nagki-crave dahil oh my God. Dahil nasasarapan ako sa lasa ng kape. So yan, I think this one is because of the coffee. Nag-i-starter ako, hindi ako relaxed dahil sa kape. Ayan, medyo pinagpapawisan pa ako dahil kakatapos ko lang mag-coffee. Anyway, highway, time check is already 3:28 p.m. ng hapon dito sa Toronto. So medyo late na yung coffee ko, pero meron akong lakad mamayang gabi with some friends. So hopefully masurvive ko itong episode na konti lang ang ating pag-stutter or pagbulol. So, ang topic for today is career choices. Ayan, kung paano tayo namimili ng ating mga career. This is only my personal perspective. Ito ay base sa aking pananaw, sa aking mga views at siguro dahil sa experience ko na rin, sa mga observations ko sa mga paligid, sa mga tao, sa mga kakilala ko, o sa mga kaganapan sa buhay. Pag sinabing career o trabaho, napakalaking bagay yan. It's one of the biggest decisions, one of the biggest choice that we make in our life. And career choice has a big impact as well sa ating pagkatao at sa mga tao nakapaligid sa ating like our family and our friends and in our society basically. So, paano ba tayo naglaland sa mga career choices natin? Unang-una, in my mind, para sa akin, napakalaking impact ng parenting. Yung mga magulang dyan, syempre ako wala akong anak. So, I'm not on the right position to say this, pero feeling ko ang mga magulang sobrang laking impact ng nila sa kanilang mga anak in terms of career choice. Kasi may mga culture, for example, sa Asian o kaya sa India, is either they want their kids to be doctor or engineer. Yun lang, dalawa lang, doctor or engineer. And you have to do that. Otherwise, it's like a big disappointment to the family. And syempre, yung iba, bini-brainwash na yung kanilang anak na dapat ganito ka. Dapat maging negosyante ka. Dapat ikaw ang magmana sa ating family business. Ayun. So, syempre, ang mga magulang, mula pagkabata, talagang tinitrain nila yung kanilang mga anak na maging komportable sa field na yon in terms of talking to people, how to network, and paano patakbuhin yung mga kanilang negosyo. And there's nothing wrong about that. I think it's always good to guide your kids, guide your children, para in the future, alam mo na they are taken care of and alam mo na maayos yung kanilang kinabukasan. And syempre, kapag may mga negosyo ka rin sa sarili mo, gusto mong ipamana yon sa iyong anak. Alangan naman ipamana mo sa kapitbahay, di ba? So, 100% parents has a huge impact sa career choice ng kanilang mga anak. And ako, both of my parents are both marketing graduate and they are both in the insurance business and meron silang mga iba't ibang sideline para may pandagdag sa kanilang negosyo. And ako, wala akong masyadong background ng ibang career choices. Growing up, hindi ako masyadong aware sa ibang options. Siyempre, ang magulang ko nasa insurance business, so almost every day, of course, talagang naririnig ko yun. So, hindi naman nila ako pinupush na maging hey, kailangan kuhanin mo yung marketing, kailangan matutunan mo na itong field na ito is very profitable and is very good and very stable. So, kailangan gawin mong career ang insurance in the future. Wala naman ganong impact sa akin. Thankfully, hindi naman pushy ang parents ko. Pero, hindi ako, what do you call that? Hindi ako exposed sa iba't ibang options outside of that. Like, for example, I was not aware of the word architecture or interior design or other creative courses. And from high school to college, honestly, talagang medyo nahirapan ako kung ano talaga ang gusto ko. Although may mga pangarap ako, like for example, nung bata, gusto ko maging politician. Gusto ko magkaroon ng negosyo. Gusto ko magkaroon ng, what do you call that? Like rental income business. Parang ganun yung mga gusto ko. Pero, in all honesty, talagang hindi ko alam yung 100% sure na gusto ko. I took marketing kasi feeling ko very, kumbaga parang safe option siya. Parang lahat may marketing sa mga negosyo. So, kailangan equipped ako na yun ang pag-aralan ko para pagkatapos ko mag-college, magiging in demand yung trabaho ko. So, yun yung thinking process ko. So, feeling ko I cannot go wrong if I take marketing. So, yun. So, kinuha ko marketing at saka hindi sobrang mahal yung tuition fee niya. So, I think it's a very safe choice. Very safe choice. So, I have a love and hate relationship with marketing. Relationship. Nabubulo na naman ako, no? I love the part of it na nagagamit ko yung creativity ko, yung aking skill in terms of creating concepts and having this kind of visualization on how I would design like branding or some sort of advertising, and dun lumalabas yung mga creativity side ko. So, I love that part of marketing. Na-enjoy ko yun. Kumbaga yung branding, advertising, and alam mo na, yung mga kaartihan in terms of marketing. Packaging, mga ganyan. And what I don't like about marketing is like, if I remember it right, marketing is the art and science of making something a need or a want. 'Di ba? So, kailangan sa marketing is gawin mo yung isang bagay na itong bagay na to kailangan maging need siya or maging want siya ng maraming tao para kumita ang business. So imagine, yung isang bagay na hindi mo naman kailangan, magiging kailangan mo para bilhin mo siya. So, ayun, parang siguro, as I grow older and older, I know what I really want for myself at hindi lahat ng bagay ay gusto ko. So, medyo hindi ako komportable sa ganong side ng marketing. Alam mo na. Tsaka, sobrang na-appreciate ko yung minimalism or minimal lifestyle, pagiging simple. Sobrang go ako for that. Kasi, alam mo na, in terms of climate change, and marami pa tayong pagdadaanan para ma-workout natin yung climate change. And sa akin, trying to be as simple as possible is the way to go para makombat natin yung problema na yan. So, yun yung point of view ko. But of course, I'm not 100% minimalist. Pero may mga bagay na gusto kong bilhin. For example, once in a while, yung shoes ko ay medyo sira na. Gusto ko ng second shoes. Kahit hindi ko pa naman kailangan bumili ng shoes, mapapabili ako ng shoes. Yung mga ganun ba? At saka ito yung mga bumili ako ng microphone, bumili ako ng wireless microphone. And yun, yung mga bagay na we want to do for fun. As long as we use it for a good purpose, there's nothing wrong about it. But there's something, it becomes a problem kapag over na yung pagiging maximalist natin. So anyway, change topic tayo doon. Balik tayo sa career choice natin. So yeah, parenting, number one impact sa ating career choice. Pangalawa, para sa akin is about what we see on television, on our phone, social media, and entertainment. Sobrang laking impact ng mga influencers. Kumbaga, mga influencers sa atin. So, may makita, excuse me, meron tayong mga makitang online sellers, yung mga entrepreneurs, may mga nabukasang negosyo. Ayan, syempre, so, sobrang nakaka-inspire yung kanilang mga istorya. Yung mga successful chiropractor, for example, pinapatunog yung kanilang mga yung mga buto-buto. Oh, baka gusto ko maging chiropractor. O di kaya yung mga successful doctors or lawyers na nagbibigay ng mga advice sa kanilang field. Marami tayong mga napapanood o nakikita sa ating sa araw-araw, and it has an impact to our self as well. Yung mga artista, mga showbiz, celebrities, syempre nai-inspire nila tayo din. And sometimes it becomes one of our options. So, like for example, si Kim Chiu, for example, nag-join ng Pinoy Big Brother. And then ngayon, sobrang maganda ang buhay. Syempre, yung ibang tao, ako minsan, nung bata ako, gusto ko rin ng ganung lifestyle. 'Di ba? Why not? Kung meron ka naman talent and makapal ang mukha mo at gusto mo talaga ng showbiz, then it becomes part of your options or your choices. Ako, based on my experience, actually, feeling ko kaya ako bumagsak sa insurance, it's a combination of parenting and entertainment. Dahil una-una nga, yung mga magulang ko nasa insurance, ngayon, over 8 years na ako sa insurance, I think 9. Nag-start ako 2015. So, 9 years na ako nasa field ng insurance or finance. So, parenting talaga, number one sa akin. And pangalawa, to make it solid, honestly, one of my most favorite movies is The Pursuit of Happiness, and yung lead guy is Will Smith. I admire Will Smith sa kanyang pag-aarte. So medyo na-influensyahan ako ng movie na yon. And if you know about that movie, it's about being successful sa finance industry. It's like he become a stockbroker. And medyo na-inspire talaga ako sa movie na yon. I think I watched it 2 or 3 times at that time, and naiyak ako, na-inspire ako. So sabi ko, try ko nga itong field na ito. So I applied sa banks muna. Nag-apply ako sa banks, nag-apply ako sa isang financial, what do you call that? Financial industry networking ba tawag doon? Anong tawag sa parang job fair yon. So nag-apply ako sa sa mga iba't ibang banks and ibang financial institution dito sa Canada, and I'm so very lucky na nakakuha ko ng mga interview, and then meron kumontak sa akin, and I started learning about mutual funds, so some sort of investing, and then insurance at the same time. So, I took all the courses as fast as I can. So, nakuha ko agad yung license on my first trial ng exam. So, talagang super motivated talaga ako na gawin yung career na iyon. So, I'm so happy, ginawa ko siya. I was like almost like a freelance person, self-employed for the first 2 years. And I'm so happy dahil nagawa ko siya. And nagawa ko siya as a career, and na-inspire ako sa mga nagagawa ko or natutulungan ko mga clients, and I'm so happy about it. But hindi siya naging fulfilling sa akin when there's a lot of sales pressure as well sa ating trabaho. At saka noon kasi ang target ko is puro mga Filipino clients, at saka yung mga mostly at my age pa, mga bagets-bagets pa yung mga gusto kong client that time. But the company changed their path from choose what kind of clients you want to high net worth clients only. So, syempre, hindi naman lahat ng clients ko ay high net worth clients, so I have no choice but to quit. So, nag-resign ako bago pa nila ako tanggalin. And so nag-focus ako sa insurance. Yun, nag-insurance ako for the last 8 years or 6 years. 2 years, yeah. So, I like it. I enjoyed that I can help people. Pero, talagang puro sales, puro sales oriented yung trabaho. So, nakakapagod and nakakaubos ng passion para tumulong sa kapwa. It's just more of sales, sales, sales. Pinagpapawisan ako, I think it's because of the ilaw. Oh, you know what? Yung AC, feeling ko nakapatay. So, summertime is coming here in Toronto. Kaya, yung AC is nakapatay. Anyway, let's move on. Number 3 is network or social circle. Ito, for example, meron tayong mga kakilala na regular natin makikita. For example, yung dentists, o di kaya yung eye doctor natin, optometrist, o di kaya yung chef na kamag-anak natin or kaibigan natin na na-inspire tayo sa kanilang mga istorya, and we see how happy they are, and you see that they can also be helpful to the societies. Dami ng societies talaga. Society. Ako, growing up, hindi naman ako sobrang kami magkakapatid, hindi naman kami laging bumibisita sa dentist growing up. Siguro paminsan-minsan may cleaning, pero hindi pa lagi dahil ako naman, wala akong problema sa ngipin ko, pero yung iba kong kapatid, syempre may mga problema sa ngipin. So, siguro meron silang mas maraming exposure sila sa dentist, ano kaya sa eye doctor, ganun. Ako, buong pamilya, nagkasalamin. We all have bad eyes. Pero ako, nag-start lang ako magsalamin nung college. Kasi nung high school, elementary, hindi ako nagkasabi sa parents ko na nahihirapan talaga ako na magsalamin. Na makakita, I mean. Na malabo na pala yung mata ko. Talagang I see to it na pupunta ako sa harap ng classroom para lang makita ko na maayos yung nakasulat sa blackboard at makapag-take notes ako. So, ganun ako kasinop na bata. Bata pa lang ayoko na maging pabigat sa pamilya ko. Ganun talaga sa magulang ko. Ayoko silang gumastos para sa akin. I think I'm aware na 5 kami magkakapatid, and if I can contribute to save money as much as possible, I will do it. So, mabait akong bata. Hindi ako nagsalamin until college kasi siyempre pag college na medyo mas conscious ka na, hindi naman po pwedeng pumunta ako sa harap ng classroom para kumopi ng notes sa whiteboard na, hindi na blackboard, sa whiteboard na. So, ayun, siguro kung mas exposed ako, for example, sa eye doctor or sa dentist, I actually have an interest. Kung sa healthcare ako, gusto ko maging eye doctor, gusto ko maging optometrist. Kasi, eventually, unang-una, lahat tayo lalabo ang mata. And I like the idea of the word vision or how we see things, our perspective. There's a lot of meaning, I think, para sa akin, if we think about vision, how we see things. And napakahalaga ng ating mata, syempre. Marami tayong na-appreciate na kagandahan, not only with other people, but also our nature, the birds, the sky, the flowers, like what we see. It has an influence to us. So, syempre, lahat tayo super thankful na dapat maganda ang ating paningin o matalas ang ating mga mata. Ganyan. So, siguro kung mas exposed ako nung bata pa sa mga optometrists, feeling ko yun ang isa kong nagiging option. So yun, circles, network, has impact to our career choice. What do you guys think? Agree ba kayo dyan? Comment below. Agree kayo dyan. Number 4, pang-apat na pang-apat na may impact sa ating career choice is, of course, is our inborn talent. May mga tao talaga na sobrang pinalad, na sobrang inborn nila na magaling kumanta, magaling sumayaw, sobrang genius, sobrang galing mag-memorize, sobrang mathematician agad, or mahilig na sa mga libro, and they have a bright future right off the bat. Yung tipong panganak bagong panganak pa lang, alam mo na, oh, this person is going to become a doctor dahil sobrang talino, or become a dancer or a singer dahil they really have a talent. And unfortunately, hindi lahat gano'n. Siguro around 1% lang ng population ang sobrang blessed na maging gano'n. So, hindi tayo gano'n. So, wala tayong choice kundi maging, what do you call that? Jack of all trades. So, yeah, inborn talent, kung ano yung meron ka, alam mo na talent mo to, most likely, yun talaga magiging career choice mo. So, sana all may inborn talent agad-agad. Pang number 5 is self-discovery. Self-discovery. Ako, feeling ko, ito yung pangatlong malaking influence sa akin. Parenting, entertainment, like yung movie na napanood ko, and then pangatlo is self-discovery. For me, kung wala kang inborn talent, unfortunately, you have to work on yourself. You have to work hard. You have to do some experiments, trial and error. Jack of all trades, master of nothing. Ako, feeling ko marami akong kayang gawin. Like, ito, simple editing, oh my God, nag-iisa na naman ako. Maglaro sa computer ng mga basic editing sa Final Cut, and then taking pictures, photography. I have a lot of interests, pero hindi ako sobrang galing, hindi ako sobrang expert sa isang specific na bagay. So, medyo all around tayo kung baga. And in a way, I'm so happy about it dahil para multimedia superstar ka. Multimedia superstar ka agad-agad. Kumbaga, marami akong kayang gawin. I mean, I love photography, I love hosting a party, mag-MC. Speaking of, nakapag-host ako ng debut with over 160 guests last week. So, I'm very happy with that. And fortunately, nag-stutter ako that night, siguro once or twice lang, at hindi sobrang lala. And siguro dahil nakapag-rehearse ako a day before, I took a day off para makapag-practice at makapag-prepare. I write some notes kung ano yung gusto kong sabihin, and I have enough time to prepare for that debut party. So, I'm so thankful for that experience. And yung family naman nung celebrant, medyo kilala na ako. I think this is the third party na hinar nila ako for their event. So I'm so happy with that experience. And I look forward. Hindi ko siya pinupush kasi siguro daw dahil it's very time consuming. It's very fulfilling. I really enjoy it. I love hosting a party and I look forward for the next one. Pero hindi ko siya pinopromote dahil ayoko naman siya maging super duper every weekend. Kailangan may booking tayo. Kung meron may alam, go for it. Pero hindi ko siya ina-advertise. Hindi ko siya pinupush masyado. Kasi it's challenging. I like it as once in a while thing but not a regular thing. But who knows in the future? Kung malakas ang aking energy sa pagpupuyat every weekend, kailangan meron tayong MC gig, who knows? For now, I'm so sorry, natatama ko yung ating microphone. For now, I really want to work on this, like podcast para mas maging sobrang komportable ako sa pagsasalita at mas mabawasan ko pa talaga yung aking pag-i-stutter kasi this is my number one problem talaga since I was a kid. Growing up talagang sobrang bulol talaga ako. And I think this is part of like the number 5, self-discovery, no? Ako, alam ko na ang weakness ko, one of my biggest weakness is pagsasalita talaga. I have a problem but hindi naman siya sobrang seryoso. Manageable naman siya. Gusto ko siyang gawin perfect but I think it's always gonna be there for the rest of my life. But I want to expose myself to do, I want to expose myself to this kind of projects like hosting, podcasting, doing interviews para mas maging komportable ako at hopefully mas ma-manage ko pa siya ng mas maayos. Kasi feeling ko kapag marami akong ideas sa ulo ko, mas more chances na nabubulol ako. At kapag siguro medyo may panic mode ako kapag naparami ang kape, mas nabubulol ako. So kailangan talaga kalmado, sobrang siguro I had to do some sort of what do you call that? Some sort of meditation, some sort of breathing exercise para mas maging relax talaga ako at makapagsalita ng mas maayos. So yun nga, number 5, self-discovery, jack of all trades, diyan pumapasok yung lahat ng mga bagay gusto natin gawin, but we can do trial and error test this thing. Kung hindi nag-working in isang bagay, then try something else until ma-search mo yung gusto mo talaga na career. Halo-halo, you need a lot of internalization para malaman mo kung ano ba talagang trabaho ang para sa akin. It's going to be a long journey. Anyway, yun yung 5 bagay na may impact sa ating career choices. Number 1, parents or parenting. Pangalawa, entertainment or social media, yung mga napapanood natin. Pangatlo is our social circle, our network, yung mga tao nakapaligid sa atin. Number 4, yung mga inborn talent natin. Syempre, it can lead to a career. And number 5 is our self-discovery. So, yun, comment below kung ano pa mga bagay na may impact sa ating mga career choices. So, hopefully in the future meron tayong ma-guest yung tipong tao na sobrang dami na pagdaanan bago nila ma-discover yung kanilang career choice. So, ayun. Anyway, highway, lahat naman tayo hindi nagagawa o napapractice yung passion natin into our work. And alam ko, marami akong experience. Ako maraming nagkasabi, magnegosyo ka, mag-business ka. And hindi naman lahat ay inborn maging negosyante, no? Hindi naman lahat ng negosyante yumaman din at mayaman din dahil hindi magaling mag-handle ng pera. Meron din naman mga taong empleyado pero napakaganda ng savings dahil marunong silang mag-handle ng kanilang finances. So, it's very subjective what kind of success you want. And career or work does not define you as a person. It's one part, it's one aspect of who you are. It brings food to your table, tama ba? Basta meron kang pambayad ng bills mo. And para sa akin, mahalaga na ma-express mo pa rin yung mga hilig mo sa buhay. So, if we are not able to put our passion into work, always strive or try to do it on the side. Kahit hindi siya maging income, what do you call that? Kahit hindi siya, ano man tawag dyan? Hindi siya maging sort of income on the side, at least na-express mo yung creativity mo, na-express mo yung sarili mo. And masarap yun. Masarap sa pakiramdam. Nakakahinga ka ng mas malalim ba? Nakakahinga ka ng mas maluwag dahil na-express mo yung sarili mo. So yun lang. Let me know what is your feedback dito sa ating episode na ito. Maraming salamat kung natapos mo at napagtsagaan mo itong episode na ito. Sobrang happy ako na nagawa ko to. Actually, kanina kasi naglalakad ako. Ito yung nabanggit ko sa aking short feed. Sa aking, what do you call that? Reels. Yung pang reels ko. Sabi ko, maybe I can make something out of this idea na pumapasok lang sa isip ko. So, anyway, again, halo-halo lang tayo dito sa ating video podcast. So, maraming salamat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and share para dumami tayong mga kakwentuhan natin at mga ganap natin dito sa ating video podcast. Thank you so much, guys. This is Rio Maki. I will see you on my next episode. Sending you some love, joy, and peace.